Are Chelsea's struggles a stumbling block, or is this still a case where we are looking forward to getting better and better? Are we still believing in the project? Is the project even still on? That is the big question as Chelsea lost 2-1 to Manchester United once again at Old Trafford. And it looks like the patience is out and Poch out is becoming even more popular. Please stick around. Let's dive into just about what that result means, especially for the project that Chelsea are trying to build. Hey Chelsea fans, welcome yet again to another video on this channel. Welcome to Mugumisa Talks Chelsea. Now, my name is Desire Derrickford Mugumisa, and I have got to say that, the turbulent journey that Mauricio Pochettino continues to travel with Chelsea Football Club is quite the hot topic. And today, even I that has proven to be quite the hopeful one, quite the optimistic one, is struggling to come up with an opinion of my own. But let's talk through the game that we watched today. Chelsea losing yet again to Manchester United. For fact's sake, that now becomes 11 games where 6 have been drawn and yes, 5 have been won by Manchester United every time we have visited Old Trafford. Now, that is of course quite something that is very, very baffling. But before we dive into all of this, please remember to like, please remember to share these videos as far wide as possible. But very importantly, please remember to subscribe and get to turn on that notification bell so that you do not get to miss out on any of the videos that, yes, we are going to be consistent with in terms of sharing with you. Now, let's talk about the game proper. We just were not present in that first half, were we? We just could not piece together passes in that particular game. And, you know, coming into this game, I was very confident because we relied on the fact that every time this Chelsea has played against the top 6, they've performed, they've come out good and all of that. Now, Man City failed to get points off of us. Tottenham failed to get points off of us, at least the full ones. You look at Arsenal, they also failed to beat us. Liverpool failed to beat us. And guess who beat us? Of the clubs that I'm speaking of in the top 6, the worst performing of them all is the one that got to beat us, and they beat us hands down. Matter of fact, I put out a video when we played against Tottenham Hotspur, and I will be putting it right here, where I said they were lucky to lose only 4-1 against us. This time around, we were lucky to lose just 2-1 against Manchester United because they were all over us. Sanchez, as confusing as he is, still managed to keep us in that game. We could have lost 6-1 tonight. It was that bad. But yeah, they were all over us. McTominay is the man that gets the 2 goals. He gets the first goal first. He has all the confidence that we need Nicholas Jackson to have as he scores that first goal and finds the bottom of the net. Cole Palmer, still the brilliant young player that we signed. He scored his first non-penalty goal as far as the Premier League is concerned today. And what patience for him to pick his spot and all of that. Can he repeat it another day? He's turned out to be very, talented, a special player, but I'm not so sure he can repeat that, honestly, how he got to score that goal. And Mihailo Mudryk, probably the only time he got a good pass in a position like that. There were a couple of moments where you wondered. And you know, those quotes coming in from Frank Lampard just kept coming back on the Obi-Wan podcast, where I think he was quoted as having, no, it's not the Obi-Wan podcast. It must have been a quote coming in from not Harry Kane, the older Harry Redknapp, who stated that Frank Lampard had talked to him about this £90 million, well, 62 or thereabouts, player that we bought, who was very fast and had all these things but didn't know the game. Yes, today I saw a Mikhailo Mudryk who just didn't know the game. He couldn't pick the right pass, he couldn't pick the right weight on the pass, and you want to think that there's got to be some sort of progress up to this point, whereby now he's finding the passes and all of that. It was so frustrating, but hey, he managed to get that one very good, and Cole Palmer got to equalize for us. We came back in the second half and we had a better start to the second half, but yet again, not so much to write home about, because, well, we didn't score the goals that we needed to score. Nicholas Jackson and Sterling just worked together for us to miss out on the goals that we should be scoring. I am starting to think that, yes, Nicholas Jackson needs that loan. He's going to come good. He's going to be a great striker for Chelsea. I still believe that, but I don't think he's going to achieve that playing at Chelsea consistently. So yeah, again, we've seen some good times of Nicholas Jackson. I'm going to put that video down in the description. A couple of good performances he's managed to put together for us, where we felt it was positive right there. But hey, it's quite something. And then we give away another goal late on. McTominay getting to score that goal. It was always coming. There's nothing surprising that happened to Chelsea today for as long as you are watching that game, and that is just not acceptable. Now, we've talked about the Chelsea project and what it means. If you missed out on that video, I'm going to be putting it right here, but it will also be, the link will also be in the description below. Please check that one out. And it was really trying to explain what this project is about. I mean, getting rid of the older players that didn't exactly want to be at the club and all of that, bring in younger players, build on that, and maybe a little bit later go ahead and bring in, more mature players and all of that, who can get to carry those that are younger with all the potential and get to put together a better squad. Now, yes, like I said, that link is in the description below. Check out the Chelsea project explained. That project meant that we needed a coach that understands young players that we had stocked up on and can develop them and all of that. It has not helped that we have as many injured players as we do right now. That I totally understand for Mauricio Pochettino. I see the patterns in some games. Today, Newcastle, I didn't see that. This philosophy, the Chelsea that plays good football, chooses when it shows up. And I do not think that is giving a whole lot of us a lot of confidence in what we are going to manage with this side, guys. We've got to be more consistent when we play, and we were run ragged today. And I think many of the Pochettino out comments are coming from the point that we struggled to see what we are doing. And unfortunately, I've seen that when we are close to sacking managers. I saw that with Pochettino, with Graham Potter. I saw that with Frank Lampard when Tuchel came in after him, and I've seen it so many times. There are times you watch a game and you're wondering, okay, what are we trying to do here? And you see, we've had a process to how Chelsea plays. We've seen progress coming through, but over the last couple of weeks or last month or so, that has kind of disappeared, and for me, that worries me. And in as much as it does, in as much as all of this is getting to happen, I am also of the view that, I still am of the view that this project cannot be abandoned now. And I've said that before. Sacking Mauricio Pochettino is not the solution. And I did that video. It is right here. You can check it out after this particular video. But if at all you missed out on that, you can check the link in the description. I'm also going to put that video up. Sacking him is not the solution. Is he part of the problem? Yes, of course he's made mistakes here and there. But again, no one is never not going to make mistakes. Even Pep Guardiola makes them. I mean, tonight we saw them getting to be beaten by Aston Villa. I'm sure there are mistakes that Pep Guardiola made, and they are the super team that they are right now. So we've got to wait this one out. Sacking him, no. We've got to wait this one out. We've got to see him play with the players available to him more consistently. I think Nkunku comes in here with what we saw in preseason, how he bettered Nicholas Jackson, how he bettered Mihailo Mudryk, and just about everyone around him, and how he's made a profile for himself, bettering the players he plays with. I think it is something we've got to give time to work out. The pressure that we're putting on Mauricio Pochettino and all of that is unfair, because yet again, as much as he has shopped as much as he has still not been able to put together games with the squad that he ought to be having. I really feel that Christopher Nkunku and especially Romeo Lavia coming in and joining Caicedo, as well as Enzo Fernandez, who didn't have the best of games tonight, I feel that should be able to change this, what we are getting out of this particular team at the moment. Those injuries for me still remain a big taking factor, and a big reason as to why we need to wait out Mauricio Pochettino. Once again, I get to point out the fact that I also fear that any sacking of Mauricio Pochettino puts us back however many months he has been in the job, because that means we hit reset yet again. I still feel, but we'll never know, that keeping Graham Potter was the right decision when we sacked him, and that maybe, just maybe, would have been in a better position today. But we'll never know. We got Mauricio Pochettino. He has done a tremendous job putting together this team, putting together a team that has gone to compete against the size that we have. The results are not consistent enough. That is a huge problem. But I do feel that we cannot quit now. We need to stand it out and see how we can get to continue. Is it tough? Yes. It is so angering. There are times I switch off the matches that Chelsea play and I'm just angry. I just want to look at something else, but then you tune in again and you watch a game and it comes to an end. When I called for, hey, we need to build something and all of that, yes, I wanted it, I still want it, but I didn't even figure that it would be as tough as it is. Unfortunately, once again, we have to wait it out right to the end. So yeah, are we scoring goals? We seemed like we were scoring them before the international break. Now they are not coming through so well. It looks like the international break, like Mauricio Pochettino pointed it out, took just about everything away. But he's got to figure it out, man. He's got to figure it out. It's why he's paid the money he's paid. It's why he got the job over everyone else that didn't get it. And it's just about time that we get the results out of this particular one. Anyways, guys, I would love to hear your opinions as far as this is concerned. Poach out is a whole lot of it, but I'm sure there are a couple of people who also agree with me that we need to wait this thing out and all of that. Let's head to the comment section. Please, let me hear from you. Go over there and let's have that chat about what you think as far as Project Chelsea gets to go. Do you want Pochettino to stay, or do you want him out? And if you want him out and you're strong on that conviction, who do you want to come in? What are we doing so wrong, and how can we better it? Please do let me know in the comment section below, right there. But yeah, as everything gets to go, as we come to the end of this particular video, it is tough being a Chelsea fan. It is very interesting that now we no longer even expect the wins before they come. It's beautiful when we see a couple of Chelsea fans very optimistic before games, but that's really about what we've done against the top six, and that I think that's where the confidence ahead of Manchester United was. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. We lost by less than we should have lost, and hopefully we get to pick it up from there. Whatever it is, in my opinion, Project Chelsea needs to continue. Mauricio Pochettino shouldn't be sacked. We need to wait this one out, at least until the end of the season maybe, and then we can make the decisions we might want to make from there on. But I still feel, in as much as it is tough to watch, to experience and all of that, there is something beautiful coming of this Chelsea side. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and let us continue keeping that blue flag flying high together.